There's a lot of things that we're gonna have to deal with today. Maddie, what's up, bro? Greetings from Argentina. What's up? How many millions did you have to pay out after winning? 1. We have a lot of bonuses that we have to pay out after winning the league. That's going to put us in debt. Not like dangerous debt, but it's going to put us in debt for the first time in a long time. Yes, we are champions. Chaz the Sniper, thank you for the Twitch Prime and the 3 months. We are also we're gonna have to deal with selling some players. We're gonna have to sell some
down
players.
The sub after the epic stream yesterday.
So we have to deal with the payouts. We don't know exactly how much money it is, but we know it's probably somewhere between $5 and $10 million. We're gonna have to sell some players because we have an overcrowded team as is. We're gonna want to bring in some fresh blood to help us compete in the Champions League, to try and solidify our spot at the top of the league, of course. So all of that is on top of the fact that we have a cup final and we have never won the Taça de Portugal placard. You know what I'm saying? Now, we were runners-up to Benfica 3 years ago. Porto wins this all the time. Guimarães won in a really weird final against Moreirense a couple years ago. But Benfica's only time winning it was beating us since 2017, and now we're back in the final against Benfica, a team that we throttled in the second match of the they throttled us, then we throttled them. Those were our 2 league matches that we played this season, the 7th biggest cup competition in Europe. Somehow the Scottish Cup is 4th. Mystery of the universe, that one. Enjoy your debt. I will. The reason we put all those bonuses in is because we knew if we won the league, we would be able to get that money back and then some, and it helped us do a lot of deals that helped us win the league. Yeah, we're going to be doing a reevaluation of the entire squad. I think we're going to be doing a lot of attribute breaking down today. We're going to be doing a lot of this guy stays, this guy goes sort of operations. The value of the players of the club has definitely gone up. It's going to go up a lot. We are now a legitimate Champions League group stage level squad. We just earned that right. We're very happy about that, obviously. And now we've got this cup final coming up that we've just got to be able to handle the business, you know. If you saw, and then of course there is the collection of people that want us to announce Val, who scored the goal that allowed us to win the league. Still can't believe we actually did win the league. Would you look at this? We finally are able to sign all of the coaching staff that we already had before they dropped the new number, and we are actually able to add a new scout. I'm really excited about
Dear
that.
FM gods.
Camilo Mosquera. There's really no reason not to sign this guy. I think they just activated a relegation release clause of $150,000. Sheesh. He's dual-sided, too. He's an offensive dual-sided option with excellent athleticism and work rate. This kid's a problem. Melvin, thank you. This is a sick deal, actually. 150,000 relegation release clause. Well, you losers just got relegated. Apparently, it's only 145,000. Ha! Camilo Mosquera, get in here. You're an 83%. You're an 83 rec player with good potential. He's toolsy. Right, he fills the need. Dual-sided offensive fullback. Or dual-sided just... Why does this guy's big on release clauses? You can tell. Camilo Castro has great respect for me. Good. So that means he's going to get absolutely bullied right now into taking a $57,000 deal for 3 years for Camilo Mosquera. We've already got our first signing. That's just a great signing. I mean, that's just an immediate, like, thank you so much, scouting department. You know, you hit me right across the face with that one, and I'm just all over it, obviously. On that note, by the way, we do have the opportunity to expand our scouting department, but the first thing we need to do is go to contracts and sign all of these guys that have been on month-to-month contracts for us for a very long time. Because we have not had the... They undercut the number of staff that we were allowed to have. And so we actually... They re-expanded the amount of staff we were allowed to have. Camilo Mosquera has the dude, he honestly didn't play a ton for Villafranquense, but he had a relegation release clause and he's a really good athlete. So we're just going to go ahead and sign him for $145,000 and give him an opportunity to work with our facilities and our coaches and play for a year or two as a fullback option, just because he's a freak athlete with a really high work rate, and who doesn't like that? He's a bit of a controversial lad, but good thing we've got him on breakthrough prospects, so he's got nothing to yell about. Easy pickup at $145,000. We are poaching players on relegation release clauses, and we might not be done. Good crowd expected. 32,000 tickets sold for the cup final. Two famous badges in Portugal up against each other. Words of encouragement saying they're not expected to win. Look, last time I checked, the league champion was expected to win the Portuguese Cup. That's the last time I checked. We just knocked Benfica straight into the Europa League. So, you tell me, okay, what we're supposed to do in this team meeting, and then I'll tell you you're wrong. Dear FM gods, we come to you today to say thank you. To say thank you for answering our prayer to just make happen on the last day in ways we could have never imagined. You really did just make happen. And as your loyal servants, we are honored that you chose us to be the champions on that fateful day. And what we are also here today to pray for is that all the injustice that's been done to us by Benfica over the years, 4 consecutive seasons of never beating them until finally at the end of this year where we deserved more than we got. Now is the time to change that narrative. Now is the time to let them know that we, Oriental Dragon, are the best team in Portugal. If you so will it, FM gods, we pray in the name of Eric Mendez, João Pinto, Moises Diniz, and Juan Chavera. We pray. Ramen. Showtime for the double, for that sneaky little double. We've got we're obviously missing our 2 starters at fullback. We're missing our starter at right wing, but you know what? Walter Mabasso was probably the #1 reason we won the league on the last day, scoring an amazing opening goal, assisting the lead taking goal. So we love our boy Captain Walter Mabasso, who led his team to victory on the final day of the season to grab a league title. If you carry on where we finished what we did last time, we'll be champions. But missing Carbajal and missing Lamine Mendez for this tie is obviously huge. Mejia and Gama are better defensive fullbacks, which honestly might be what this game calls for. Let's go, boys. Look at that form to the end of the year to choke away the league title. You know they're going to be angry. They're going to want some revenge. They're going to be angry. They're going to want some revenge. And you know what? We're not going to give it to them. Narcissistic Warrior, thank you for the tier 1 and welcome to the Hammers, my dude. Enjoy the bacon and the emotes and being, part of the Dragons Ultras. Friedrich, get back. Thank you. Well, he's off, right? That's an issue. We did not settle down. We can score off this corner. We'll be right back into this. English Cup final. All right. We suck. No, I was just kidding. Here we go. It's the Taça de Portugal, and it's an early lead for Benfica. Trying to take out their anger. It's been a wonderful start for Benfica. Now Cerna on for Silva. It's on the line. And Dolberg's done enough. Silva couldn't control the rebound. Jason Cerna's gone through for Pereira, who's in! Oh, and he's offside. Dolberg saved it regardless, rather wonderfully in the end. And now it's Sigonkov. Met with Mejia's defense. That's brilliant from the Colombian. And Arias has gone through for Silva. This is where the danger is. Silva's by one. Ja Silva! It's blocked up again. The defense has raised immeasurably after the goal. And now it's Pereira who's dispossessed him. On the back pass, Armando Pereira. Silva in the middle. It has to be! And it is the equalizer for Oriental Dragon! Absolutely clinical for Ja Silva! And it's 1-1 in the cup final. The European golden boy at 19, and it feels like he's been around for forever already. Pereira never stops moving, and that's what did it for him. Now Cerna for Pereira! What a save by Dolberg. Oh, off his line to deny Armando Pereira. And Carlos Arias is by one. Scott Mabosso's gone for the fabulous, and he really didn't need to, the captain. Now it's Mejia for Silva. Carlos Arias. Scott Pereira. He's in behind. Armando! Dolberg there again. Pereira's got it. And they got too cute with Cerna trying to find Ja Silva, but Dolberg has done unbelievable work off his line multiple times now. Sigonkov. Tracked by Carlos Arias. He breezes by him. And now it's Omir. Poku. Bonin. Sigonkov. Is he in? He's off. He's offside. He did score the goal, Sigonkov, but he's offside. And this match is headed back and forth. But it's still 1-1. It should be. And VAR has disallowed the goal. What a turnaround by Oriental Dragon. They got punched in the mouth in the first 10 minutes. Now they're buzzing. Mejia into Silva. Gonzalez on for Moro again. All too happy to hold it here. Ernest Poku saved by Friedrich, forced into an angle. Jason Cerna, now it's towards Arias. Omir is sent it away, but Jose Matias doing what he does, but he's lost it to Ernest Poku. And this is the danger area with Ernest Poku in space. Draws the defense, Timmy Way. And that's the best chance for Benfica on a nasty turnover from Jose Matias. What a tackle by Denis Popov. But Pereira's got a second chance to run at him. Pereira brought down by Popov. Ref. And he's taken a tumble from Denis Popov here. They've gone to the VAR in the 60th minute of the cup final, and it's not a penalty. Silva. ODFC more than comfortable in these tight spaces, and Silva can go on a long, majestic run for Cerna! Oh, it's a lightning bolt from Jason Cerna! It's a star-spangled screamer from the Colombian! And it's 2-1 in the cup final! That is magnificent! The next substitution's Alexei Gushkov, the Czech player who's fallen on hard injury times recently, but he's started to work his way back into the team. He's warming up and he's ready to come in. Gonzalez. In for Gonzalez Sigonkov, and Friedrich is on the spot, able to hold it. Abdul Kadir Omir. What a play by Bruno Gama to deflect the pass! But he's taken down Ernest Poku. And the penalty is given in the 85th minute of play for Benfica to try and equalize. This is the moment for Viktor Sigonkov to try and equalize against Bruno Friedrich. Sigonkov has scored! And it's 2-2. Any goal now would surely be the winner. Mejia. And we are headed to extra time in the cup final. The penalty for Sigankov that has sent us here. No real changes for either side. ODFC has to feel good with the chances they've created. Going at Bruno Gama again. Poku towards the end line, back post, and it's Oscar Rodriguez who couldn't keep it down. Force the play out of the territory, and now it's a set piece. Cerna on for Kevin, saved by Dolberg. Clabinho this time for Pereira, and Clabinho again, he's gone through to Armando Pereira, and now Cerna. Oh, what a save by Dolberg. What a shot by Jason Cerna. And penalties beckon. There is not a hero among us. A penalty shootout for a cup final. Does ODFC do the double, or does Benfica find the last laugh? Well, we will find soon enough. The first taker will be the man who scored the penalty in regular time, and that is Viktor Sigankov against Bruno Friedrich, who's proven himself to be a capable penalty stopper. It's Sigankov! He scored right down the pipe. Had a wonderful first season. His second season marred by injuries. He's barely played, but he has scored. Alexei Gushkov. Ernest Poku against Friedrich, who nearly saved it, but Poku tucked it to bed inside the post, and Armando Pereira is next to walk forward. From the spot, Pereira, he sent in the wrong way, and he scored, and it's 2-2. Moro, the third taker. The midfielder is right into the top corner. And it's the burgeoning star from the midfield, Jason Cerna, who scored one of the goals of the season earlier in this match. That steps up to the spot, the 19-year-old from Colombia. Cerna scores out of the reach of Dolberg. Friedrich, it's out of his reach, and Sessignon scored. From the spot, Thomas Isgren has scored. And it's 4-4. Gonzalez scores. Ja Silva. With that magic left foot, Silva. Oh, he got it through Dolberg. And I have no idea how. Popov. Against Friedrich. Sent him the wrong way. And it's 6-5. That brings up the 18-year-old Finn, Ansi Karolainen. He scored a 92nd minute winner. They would eventually allow ODFC to win the league right down the stretch of the season. Now he is from the spot, and he scored! A keeper just has to get one. Gonçalves hit the post! And the hands of fate have spun it out! Gonçalves an inch too close to the line. And he's missed, in the vice-captain right-back Bruno Gama can win the cup for ODFC. He conceded the penalty. Now he can win it from the spot, and he doesn't! Oh, it's saved by Dolberg. Oh, would you believe that? And it's Lopez, the 8th penalty taker, that steps up for Benfica. Lopez, he scored! Inside the post this time for Benfica. If a club this young has a talisman, it is this man, Kevin Barrientos. Here he goes, Barrientos, it's saved! Dolberg has pulled Benfica from the brink and won them the match. And they've won the Taça de Portugal against ODFC for a second time in 4 years. ODFC had their chances to win. They had their final penalty to win. And they just couldn't beat Dolberg enough times. Sigankov will lift the trophy. Benfica have won the Taça Portugal. You know what I was thinking when he came up was... when I saw Barrientos come up, I'm like, this is literally John Terry about to miss this penalty again. I was like, oh no. This is that John Terry situation. He's going to step up and he's going to miss this penalty. Like, it's, you know, he's this great player for us, but this is not where he's supposed to be, right? Oh, wow. Cerna and Barrientos are suspended for the opening league match next year, so that's fun. Fiddlesticks! Now we just got to get ready for the Champions League. I wish Benfica could say the same. I really don't. And they can't. So that makes me feel better. Here's our end of the season recap. It was a season of dreams, I think, in a lot of ways. We were so close to achieving even more things. But we've left it here, right? New arrivals. Yeah, look, we made some big signings. Kemenani, Cliven, Lamine Mendez, Genielson, Forrester, not really, but this thing is very slow. I don't know why. FM's never been run on a more powerful computer than this. All right, a Eurowath was a good pickup. Iskren, obviously, a fantastic pickup. Arias was a great signing. Griffin. I don't know about the Griffin signing. It's okay. Delighted that we won Liga NOS, obviously. That was tremendous. The last day of the season, ridiculous. Delighted to make the semifinal and lose to Leeds in extra time. Yeah, well, runner-up in the Taça de Portugal for a second time. And the League Cup, we lost to Gil Vicente in the semifinal, which was like exactly what we were expected to reach, I think. Match to remember in Liga NOS was a 4-0 win over Gil Vicente, obviously blowing the doors off Santa Clara to make it to the knockout stages of the League Cup was cool. Goal, oh, that was literally the goal of the season. That shot from Jason Serna. We might as well watch it again, huh? Here she is, lads. Great run.
Who ended up winning the Europa League?
Arsenal. In extra time over Leeds. Arsenal won it. What a hit. Goodness. What a hit. Obviously, sponsorship money going up, broadcast revenue going up, competition prize money back where it needed to be with our huge Europa League run. Club's reputation has not changed over the past season. Yeah, we will see. Hishen, the #1 selling jersey, then Silva, Pereira, Sweeney, and Portilla. Hishen! Yeah! I was 4-time head coach of the month. Shutouts by a player in a season. Friedrich had 24. Highest transfer fee received was Matty Manya at 15.39 million. So obviously swapping one goalkeeper out for another didn't end up costing us too much. Player of the season and young player of the season, João Silva. Griffin signing of the season. Serna goal of the season. Silva led us in goals and assists. Carbajal led us in match players of the match and rating. And most passes completed per 90 was Sweeney at 51. Record high. Yeah, you think? We've had 46, 53, 56 points. That's not in exact order. So the exact order is 56, 53, then 67, and then we just dropped 80 points and only lost 4 games. So this time we won a lot more matches. Shh. Don't say anything. Carball just set the average rating record for the league. The dude's ability to pass from that spot is just insane. Carbajal was added to the overall best 11. Armando Pereira also made it into the overall best 11, which includes Ni Plong, João Pinto, João Silva, Eric Mendez, Joseph Holland, Jairo Concha, Barrientos, and Sandro Costa. Carbajal and Johan Madrid with Matty Manya as the keeper. João Manuel, Nelly Salazar, Ilai Maharitra, Thiago Neus, Portilla, Castellanos, and Pereira are the bench for our overall best 11. Neus is at Queen's Park, Juliandro Ramirez is at Vizela, Pinto's at Sinface, Holland's at Dartford FC for some reason. Salazar's still at Sparta Rotterdam. Polito's still turning out for Sheffield. Concha, how do you do with Kane? Like, okay. Totally fine. Not good, not bad. Ilai Maharitra, the unkillable, just turning out for Legia Warsaw. Madrid. Yeah, how'd that choice go? This dude, he decided to sign into contract with Lech Poznan, and he played really well. But then they loaned him out anyways. Castellanos, oh, he's on loan. Oh, I guess he wasn't playing or something. Well, they loaned him back to me, kept him for a season. He played 8 matches, and now they loaned him to Denmark, where he's not even playing that well. Diego, you probably should have stayed, bud. You probably should have stayed. Poulet is the regular starter at Mönchengladbach. Eric Mendez is currently a coach for us. Nice. Yeah, we're the champions. Oh, we get a training camp destination. Play high-tempo pressing game. Make the most of set pieces. Play defensively solid. 5-year plan. They just build a new stadium in there. I like it, board. I like it. Yeah, let's go. Sign players to sell for a profit. No, and get rid of defensively solid because we're always worse at defense than offense. Fine. I am creating my own club like atmosphere right now, and I don't even like it. Like, oh, you do whatever. Okay, it's out of my hands. I didn't even have to ask for it. They're just doing it. He's just announcing that we're starting to look for investors or something. Cliven, Silva, Lamine, and Isgren are all going to the U21 Euros. Cliven and the Portuguese boys are going to play against each other, so that's always fun. We have the club's favorite player. And other players that hold the heart of the team. It's He Shin. He Shin is still the favorite. Not still. I don't think he was ever the favorite player at the club. He is a 17% weighted favorite player. Shiniesta. Then in second is Ja Silva at 14.4%. Kevin Barrientos at 10.9%. Klebenho at 9.4%. Then Lamine Mendez, Ansi Karolainen, Magnus Cliven, Christian Carbajal, Michael Portilla is down to 3.1%. How the mighty have fallen. Jason Cerna up to 3%. Walter Mabasso, who I voted for in second, is at 2.4%. My number 1 was Barrientos. My 2 was Mabasso, the club captain. Then Isgren, Sweeney, Pereira, Sholjong. Chessie still has his admirers. And Angel Samudio at 1.6%. Right after that is Bruno Gama, who's got 5 people that have him as their favorite player. Then Bruno Friedrich, Enrique Borges. And those are all the people that had double-digit nominations. Then we had Jose Matias, which that is shockingly low, I think. Probably the weirdest is Carlos Arias, who despite being a regular starter all season, got 3 total votes and no first place votes. Carlos Arias scored a scorching goal in the league winning match. He's shit in the chat. I'd like to thank my fans. Carlos Arias, he's just under the radar. He gets no love there. No love for Arias. No love for Jose Matias. So the competition is still in 7th. Behind the Netherlands, Slang. We've moved up. No, oh my God, we're 45th. Out of all European clubs, Oriental Dragons ahead of Anderlecht, Dynamo Zagreb, Hoffenheim, Fenerbahce, Basel, Hibs, Sevilla, Shakhtar, Galatasaray. We just went up 94 places to 45th. Shit! Paid out a result of winning Liga NOS. To Barrientos, we paid out $175,000. To Academica Coimbra, we paid out $2 million for the Lamine Mendez transfer. IK Start, we paid out on $750,000 for the Cliven transfer. Famalicão, we paid out $750,000 for Ja Silva. For Portilla, we paid out $750,000. Herrera, we paid out $500,000 to Famalicão again. For Gama, we paid $375,000 to Gil Vicente. For Griffin, we paid $250,000 to Dundalk. For Nuno Damas, who is on loan right now, we paid $200,000 to Sion. For Saladogo, we paid $150,000 to Rahimo. And for Hishin, we paid 30,000 to União de Madeira, including a 1.5 million for Keminani to FC Metz that we've now been charged. So cool. We have hit the payout for the transfer. There it is. Our first signing, end of contract signing of Steven Lopez. Dude, we've ended contracted this guy like a year and a half ago. Or like we signed him for free or whatever, like a very long time ago. Didn't expect him to be good, but obviously there was a chance, I suppose. Next, Camilo Mascara. Explosively athletic dual-sided fullback who we signed for 140,000 relegation release clause acquisition that joins the club. Excited to see what we're able to make of this. I think he should be training with the senior squad at the moment. We definitely need to be working on his defensive chops, though. He's not a very good defender. He does not have very good control of the ball either when he's going forward, but I think as of now, to make him a useful player, we work on the kind of defensive positioning. Next up, goalkeeper David Nielsen, who showed some really excellent improvement when he was here on trial, which is not a sentence you say a lot. Turns out that potential is just a little lower than we would have hoped. Norbert Noj is a 2.5. Oh, look at Norbert Noj. Look at Norbert. Oh, he's a rock solid. He's 18, man. Look at that. Look at Norbert. Norbert Nodge. Maybe just there is a bright future for my boy Norbert Nodge. This one I'm excited about because his potential could be 5 stars. But let's look at Diego Gonzalez first. That's decent. This is another free pickup. We swoop in, we get into contract deals all over the place, and we've cinched Diego Gonzalez. He's gonna have a great time in the U23s. Lamine Fall. Potential still not rated at 5 stars, but a fabulous 17-year-old. He's going to turn 18 in a month and a half, but fabulous. Oh, it's fabulous. Would you look at that? He actually needs to improve his passing, which is weird. Because he is intelligent, composed, and has just a wicked touch, but his passing is just a little under where you'd want it to be. Gonzalo Nascimento is a center back. Immediate, excellent cover. Good jumping reach, fits into the team as an aerial threat. It's 6'6", 194 pounds. Also Portuguese, never hurt anybody. And has an obvious training regime of just working on his defensive decision-making and his improvement. Poison Philander could be a 5-star signing. We signed this guy like 2 years ago when he was 16, and he's finally able to join the club from South Africa now that he's turned 18. Yeah, we were right. This kid's a 5-star potential striker that we signed 2 years ago. Can I get him? Poison Philander was a hit, dude. We stuck the landing. $300,000 when he was 16 for Poison Philander. And my boy, Poison, is in the team. He's really athletic. He's got the technical base you need. He turned 18 in frickin' March. Poison Philander. Yeah, it looks like he actually has been hurt a lot, too. Now he just is incredibly unbrave and aggressive. That's all right. He was never an aerial influence anyways. Very good athlete, very good technical player. He's got a good bit of creativity to him. Right, obviously mentally some stuff to be desired, but he's got a decent feel off the ball. His composure is solid for finishing in front of the goal. He already likes to beat the offside trap. He uses his pace on the dribble, which knocks the ball past opponents. There's a lot to like about Poison Philander.